Hello, parents, students, grandparents, guardians, and of course, teachers and children. Today, I decided to start a series of videos, very short videos, that will focus on what can we do at home to learn and be engaged and have fun and use the online resources that are already available. My name is Dr. Marina Milner-Bolotin, and I am an associate professor in science education from the University of British Columbia, and I have almost 30 years of teaching mathematics and science, both in K through 12 settings as well as at the university level. So what is the first resource we're going to explore? I decided to start with my favorite. And my favorite is the set of simulations that are called Phet. P-H-E-T. You can see the symbol. You can Google it up. It is called Physics Educational Technology, and it is created by the University of Colorado at Boulder. Notice all the simulations are free, and a lot of them also have translations, and they have a range of simulations from elementary students actually to university level math and science. So I'm going to math. And I want to share with you the first one, and we're going to spend only a few minutes to give you ideas about how amazing it is and what you can do with it. So I'm clicking on the simulations. By the way, below you can see resources for teachers, translations, amazing resources, as well as related simulations. But let's click here. What is the goal of this simulation? The goal is to help your child understand the idea of area versus the perimeter. Area is what we talk about when we talk about the area of your house. It is the square feet, square centimeters, square meters, whatever you wish to use, whatever unit you wish to use. The perimeter you can think of is like a fence going around the shape. So let's first explore, and you can see later we can play. So the exploration allows you to build different shapes and to think about the area. For example, this shape has an area of 1 square unit. It's 1 by 1, 1 square. But this one now is 2 square units. And you can see that area actually this way is additive. When I added 3, the area is now 3. But now let's look, you see at the top, area and perimeter are given. By the way, if you want your child not to see it, you can click on it and close it. But I want to show you that there is something very interesting here. Please notice that I can do the area and the perimeter together and think what happens when instead of 1 square, I add 2. The area does double because I have 2 squares. But notice that the perimeter doesn't. Before, the perimeter was 4. When I put 2 of them together, the perimeter is not 8. The perimeter is only 6. And it is 6 because please notice here in the middle, the fence on each side of those, on different sides of those 2 squares. You see the left square, the fence is on the right, and the right square, the fence is on the left. They're now in the center of the shape, so they stop being the outside fences. So actually the perimeter now is 8 minus 2, or 6. So you can play with your child and build shape that they usually don't think about. We usually teach them squares or rectangles. Why not to be creative? So they can build different shapes and think what happens with the area and with the perimeter. I really like it. It helps you to be creative. You can erase it. Look at this. The eraser is here. But what I like even more, this allows you to show to your child that, for example, when I put 4 squares like this, the area is 4. I have 4 squares. And the perimeter, as you can see, is 10. I have math problems. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 2 is 10. But notice that you can put the same 4 squares in a different configuration on the right. And although the area is going to be the same, the perimeter is going to be less. It's only 8 and not 10. And this simple idea is very important. When your child grows up and they're going to think about surface area and the volume. Those are very important concepts. We call them scaling, related to biology, related to many, many areas of science. So if your child builds a strong foundation early, it's a big advantage. Now let's go back for a moment, and after you explore it with your child, we can go here, and then we can play games, and those are games at different levels. You can see here. And for example, I'm just giving you level 4 an example. They ask you what is the area. And again, there are many ways to think of this problem. One way is to think of the area of the big orange rectangle. Forget for a moment that the middle part is missing. So it is 20. And then you have to subtract a middle part, which has the area of 2. 2 times 1 is 2. So the answer is 18. On purpose, I'll choose the wrong answer. I check. That's okay, you can try again. And that's something else that you can teach your child. Math and science is not about doing things fast and being always right. It's about trying, understanding, and persevering. Ask your child to explain how they figured it out. And those games are very exciting, and they will play, but at the same time, they will understand very important science concepts. So keep playing. Enjoy it.